Hi guys, welcome back to Jeanette and her puzzles. It's been 2 weeks, I'm finally back from the States and I'm gonna tell you more about it in my next video when I show you the puzzles that I bought there as well. But for now I think we have to focus on the puzzle that I received before I left. This is the puzzle. So it's a $2 million puzzle by MSCHF, and it's actually two of the puzzles that can win you $1 million. Every puzzle is winning puzzle, so you can win anything from $1 US dollar to $1 million US dollars. And if you get $1, you can exchange it for a $5 voucher to buy a new puzzle. I think it's just a fun concept anyway. So you put the QR code together that you don't have a picture of, and then you scan it and then you have a unique code inside the box. Actually, I can show this to you now. So this is the paper that contains all the information that you need to see what you've won. And it basically says assemble the QR code. Then once assembled, take a picture of the puzzle and then you'll be directed to 2millionpuzzle.com. Enter your secret prize code and then share your puzzle on Instagram or TikTok with #MSCHF. So basically that's it. And I think the next thing to do is to just assemble the puzzle. I know there is a time limit for this puzzle, so I think it ends sometime in 2024. As I mentioned, I think it's time for me to do the sorting, and I think I'm gonna go by shapes because I think that's the most, I don't know, the smarter way to start this puzzle. I have no idea. I have no idea how it's gonna look, so I'll just have to open it and decide when I go, I guess. I finished the sorting and it didn't actually go as planned because I genuinely thought that I'm gonna do shape sorting, but when I started to turn all the pieces up, I actually realized that there might be a way to sort them by color. So I sorted them basically a lot of blue, a little bit of blue, a lot of black and a little bit of black, because I think the frame is completely blue, so it would be easier to maybe start going from the blue towards the black. I don't know, I might be completely wrong, but we'll see. That's what I went for. With the frame I noticed that there's like a really slight color difference, so I'm not sure if that's intentional to make it a bit easier, but it feels like one corner it goes from bluish to a bit of like, I wouldn't say green, but maybe like 2 shades off. I think it might help when putting the puzzle together, so we'll see. It's now 40 minutes later and I understand what people have been talking about when they said that this puzzle is really hard. So, there are misfits. I don't know what else to say. I know that in my last video when I went through the quality of the puzzle, I mentioned that the quality is not great, but you should look at it as a sort of like a lottery ticket as opposed to puzzles, so you're not really looking for good quality. But having a thin puzzle that can easily break or having the pieces that do not fit together properly is a big difference. And I struggled with the frame quite a lot. I managed to put it together and I had one piece left. Obviously there's no picture reference for it and I wasn't sure if I should start putting the puzzle together without knowing if the frame is correct. So what I did is I went to Instagram where that girl Rachel, she posted her puzzle. This is where I found it in the first place. That's why I bought it, because I saw it when she posted it. So I went to her Instagram page and I went through the picture to see if my frame is fine, and actually 3 of the sides were completely fine and 1 was completely wrong. Well, not completely, there was like I think 5 pieces that were in the completely wrong places. But anyway, that's fixed now, so I'm happy about it. And I went to check Rachel's post. I wanted to see if she put how many hours she spent on the puzzle so I could have like sort of a frame. I just saw that she said that she used help from someone else's completed puzzle as well, because you can just waste so much time going in circles just because one puzzle is in the wrong place. So I decided I'm not gonna go too hard on myself and I'm gonna try to solve the puzzle without the picture if possible. But if it gets too complicated, I will go to Rachel's post again. Okay, I genuinely thought that this is gonna be easier, but when I flattened all of the puzzles out, it wasn't that much better because it looked like a complete and utter chaos on my board. So what I did, I actually went for shape sorting anyway. I still have them sorted by color first and then the shape, but I think it's gonna be a lot easier to look for the pieces. I mean, I finally understand why people have been saying it's really hard and why it's taking so long. I found one post on Instagram when I was searching for the different types of the $1 million puzzle, and I think there was someone who posted it took them 43 hours to complete it, and I'm honestly not even surprised because I haven't done anything beside the frame and it's been over 2 hours, so. I don't think that misfits are that big of a deal if you have a picture reference to go with it, so then you know how to sort the puzzle. But when you don't have any visual aids to help you with putting the puzzle together, and then you're having misfits, it's a completely different story. So what I've done is I actually printed out Rachel's completed puzzle. There's the picture, and obviously because it is a picture of a completed puzzle, you can see the shape of the pieces. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on the other side of the room, so I can't see the actual shape of the pieces, but I will see the picture from afar. Would I say it's cheating? Probably yes, because you have a visual reference, but on the other hand, I want to make it enjoyable, and if there weren't misfits, then it would be very easy to put together like Ravensburger puzzle. I probably wouldn't go with the picture, but with this one, I just think that life is too short to complicate it so much, so I made it a bit easier for myself. It's been 4 hours since I started working on this puzzle and I don't seem to be doing well. I mean, I completed the squares because they're, I think, the easiest part of this puzzle, but everything else is just chaos. Normally it takes me about an hour and a half to do a 500-piece puzzle, and with this one it's already 4 hours and I'm not even nearly finished. So after I did the frame, I actually wanted to start doing the insides, and it was actually flowing quite nicely, in my opinion. I don't know, I've managed to put like 20 pieces in half an hour, which I think it's a good average. And it definitely helped that there is a slight gradient in one of the corners because it helped me find the pieces, and then obviously with the 3 large squares you can see the lines a lot and there's a lot of black in it, so it makes it a bit easier to find the right pieces to put the puzzle together. So what I've decided to do now is I'm gonna have a closer look at the picture and I'm gonna rearrange the pieces by their shape. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna help myself finish the puzzle with the picture, unfortunately. I must say that the colors of this puzzle are so pretty. Like when I've seen pictures of it, it doesn't look as bright and lively, but when you have it in front of you and you can see the QR code coming together, it just looks so amazing. It's so pretty. So it's really satisfying to see the puzzle come together. I must say that this is the first time where I have been putting the puzzle together based on the shapes. Obviously you help yourself with the picture, but the initial search for the pieces comes from the shape. I think it's maybe similar to the crypt puzzle, because obviously with the crypt puzzle it's just one color, well, the one that I have. You can get a gradient one as well, but I've got the pink one. And all you have to go from is basically a blank map of the shape of the pieces. And it feels with this puzzle, because I'm following the shape of the pieces, it's a very different experience and I'm actually enjoying it. Like, even though it's taking quite a long time, it doesn't frustrate me because I know that there will be the end of it. I know that I will find all the pieces, because the puzzles that normally frustrate me are the ones that I'm not sure I can actually complete them or finish them because they're too hard. But with this one, like, it narrows down the search so much that I know that I'm gonna be able to finish it. And also, the more pieces I put in, the less pieces there are left out there, which means that the closer to the end I get, the easier it gets and the quicker it gets. Even after helping myself with the picture, it's still taking quite a while to do the puzzle. And a lot of the pieces are quite similar to each other, so it happened that I had a misfit, even though I knew exactly what the shape was, because there were two pieces that were almost identical. And I only realized that it didn't fit when I came into the second row and I saw that it actually, the next puzzle doesn't click with both of them. Yeah, that happened throughout putting the puzzle together. And I think if I didn't have the picture map, well, I say a map because you can actually see the shape of the puzzle. If I didn't have the picture map, I think this puzzle would frustrate me quite a lot, because it did happen that I went through quite a lot of misfits, which, you know, is not ideal when putting the puzzle together. But then again, it's one of the most satisfying puzzles I've seen being put together, so I'm really glad I've got that puzzle map, because otherwise I think I'll just cry. No, probably not cry, throw it out of the window maybe. But yeah, it would not be enjoyable at all. The puzzle is finally complete and I can honestly say that I've really enjoyed putting it together. I know that I had a help of, you know, with the puzzle map, but either way it still took me about 8 hours to do it, because obviously the first, well, 1 hour to put the frame together. There was 3 hours to put 80 pieces together or something like that. And then I took the map and helped myself with the rest. But I completed it and it actually looks so good. I mean, the colors are just popping out. I'm not even that bothered about all the misfits I had because I was using puzzle map. If it wasn't for puzzle map, then I don't think I would be recording this right now, because the puzzle wouldn't have been completed. Well, it wouldn't be even near to completion, to be honest with you. So I completely understand where the 43 hours came from, because without having any visual reference, you have nothing to go from. It's literally like, I think it's just trying every piece and just see which one's gonna fit next. But now to the fun part. I have to scan the QR code now and see what I've won. So I've got my price code, I've got my phone, and let's do this. So. Okay, you have to be quite far away from it for the phone to detect it. Okay, so let's put the code in. That's a long one. And the code is in. And I won $1, of course. I'm not completely sure how to redeem that $5 voucher. Supposedly you have like 1 minute to decide, but it didn't give me any option. It was literally just redeem the price and then that's it. I haven't received any email as of just yet, so I have no idea what's going on with that. As far as I'm aware, I've got nothing as of right now. Just this picture that I won $1, that's it. So yeah, no idea. Anyway, so not a millionaire. It seems like I'm gonna have to keep doing my YouTube videos. Just kidding, I would do that anyway. I might actually do a giveaway with this puzzle because there's a lot of people in Europe that maybe want this puzzle and you can only get it with a US address. So when I'm gonna do my post on Instagram, I'll keep an eye out for it. Obviously there's gonna be no prize to win because I've already done that and I only got one code. But maybe someone just wants to enjoy putting it together, you know, and see maybe if they can do it without the picture or anything like that. So yeah, go check my Instagram account. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if any of you guys have done this puzzle because I want to know how hard or easy it was for you to put it together and other things, and maybe how much you've won and stuff like that. And if you want to see other puzzles that I've got, just check this video out next. Bye!